A warm welcome to begin our journey through the fascinating world of Pokemon types. Gently guiding you into a peaceful sleep, we'll explore 150 quiet, reflective facts about the many Pokemon types and the intricate roles they play in this beloved universe. Tonight, we'll touch on everything from the simple grass and water types to the mysterious psychic and dragon types. Each fact, a whisper of the magical world that has captured hearts for generations. As we journey through these facts, let each one soothe you, bringing soft images of these creatures and their abilities into your mind. Let your breath slow, let the world around you quiet down, and feel yourself sinking into a calm, peaceful place. Take a deep breath in and gently exhale, letting go of any tension. And if you enjoy drifting through stories like this, you're welcome to subscribe and softly tell me where you're listening from tonight. Now let us begin, together, with the first of these 150 facts. Fact 1. The grass type is the very essence of nature, representing life, growth, and vitality. Pokemon like Bulbasaur embody this connection, drawing from the energy of plants and the earth. These Pokemon have a special bond with the environment, often seen healing or nurturing the world around them. Their powers can be used to restore and revitalize, much like the way a gentle breeze stirs the leaves in a peaceful forest. These creatures remind us of the quiet strength and calm beauty found in nature's smallest forms. Fact 2. Water types are creatures of fluidity and adaptability. Pokemon like Squirtle embody the ever-changing nature of water, flowing and shifting with grace. They can cleanse and nourish, symbolizing the calm yet unyielding force of a gentle stream. Water types are often seen near oceans, lakes, and rivers, reminding us of the peaceful rhythm of water as it quietly laps against the shore, carrying us into a tranquil, restful state. The sound of water is one of the most soothing, lulling us into a sense of deep calm. Fact 3. Electric types, such as Pikachu, are vibrant and full of energy, sparking life wherever they go. These Pokemon carry with them an electrifying presence, their powers crackling with intensity. But beneath their lively exterior, they also bring a sense of lightness and joy. Their electricity is not chaotic, but has a calming, steady hum, like the comforting sound of a gentle thunderstorm. The energy they radiate reminds us that even in moments of excitement, there can be peace and stillness, like the quiet before a storm. Fact 4. Fire types, like Charmander, are filled with warmth and light, their flames flickering with a quiet, yet powerful intensity. They represent passion, courage, and determination, but they also carry with them a soft glow that can soothe and comfort. The warmth they emit is like the soft embrace of a flickering fire on a cool night, wrapping you in a cocoon of safety and peace. Fire types remind us that even the brightest flames can offer warmth without overwhelming, a calm presence in the night. Fact 5. The ground type is rooted in stability and calm. Pokemon like Sandshrew are deeply connected to the earth, so their powers reflecting the steady, enduring nature of the land beneath us. Ground types have a grounding effect, much like the feeling of solid ground beneath your feet after a long, uncertain journey. They remind us of the quiet strength of the earth, ever present and unshakable. Their deep connection to the earth brings a peaceful assurance, calming the mind and allowing you to feel safe, anchored in the moment. Fact 6. Rock types, like Onyx, carry with them the ancient power of the mountains. These Pokemon are enduring and steadfast, their strength built over millennia. The rocks they command represent timelessness, a constant presence that has weathered the ages. Their power may seem rigid, but in truth, it is an enduring calm, like the stillness of a mountain at sunrise. Rock types invite us to pause and reflect on the quiet beauty of the world around us, finding peace in the strength that endures. Fact 7: the psychic type is all about the mind and the unseen forces that guide us. Pokemon like Mewtwo are creatures of thought and intuition, their abilities often tied to emotions and mental strength. Psychic types encourage reflection, offering a gentle pull towards deeper understanding. Their powers represent clarity, balance, and connection, reminding us of the quiet power of the mind. Like a soft breeze through a window, the psychic abilities of these Pokemon drift through the air, inviting us to relax, reflect, and trust in the quiet wisdom within us. Fact 8: fairy types are the embodiment of whimsy, magic, and gentleness. Pokemon like Sylveon evoke a sense of calm, their presence serene and full of light. They bring an aura of joy and peace, like the quiet glow of moonlight filtering through the trees. Fairy types represent the soft, hidden magic of the world, the kind of magic that exists in the quiet moments, in the spaces between breaths. Their gentle presence invites us to let go of the day's worries and embrace the soft, comforting beauty of the night. Fact 9: ice types are cool, calm, and collected. Pokemon like Articuno reflect the still, serene power of ice, a force both fragile and strong. The cold they command is not harsh, but rather a quiet chill that brings peace. Ice types remind us of the beauty found in stillness, the silence of a frozen lake at dawn, the quiet wonder of winter's embrace. Their powers are a reflection of the calm that comes when everything slows down, when time itself seems to freeze in a peaceful, undisturbed pause. Fact 10: fighting types embody strength and resilience, yet they carry with them a quiet grace. Pokemon like Machop showcase power, not through loud displays, but through steady, focused determination. They represent the calm strength needed to face challenges and overcome obstacles. The grace of a fighting type is like the stillness before a decisive action, the calm in the eye of the storm. Their presence encourages us to find strength and peace, to face adversity with a calm and unwavering heart. Fact 11: the bug type is a symbol of transformation and growth. Pokemon like Caterpie begin their journey as small, humble creatures, only to emerge as magnificent butterflies or moths. Their evolution is a gentle reminder that change is constant and it comes with its own rhythm and grace. Bug types, though small, possess quiet strength. Like the soft hum of a busy hive or the slow crawl of a caterpillar, they bring a sense of patience and resilience, teaching us to find beauty in the process of becoming. Fact 12: steel types are creatures of quiet strength, like the unyielding power of metal. Pokemon like Steelix embody this unspoken force, their solid forms representing durability and endurance. The cool, calm presence of steel types reminds us of the quiet strength that lies beneath the surface, like the stillness of a mountain made of stone. Steel types are not aggressive, but rather steady and resolute, offering a sense of protection and assurance that no matter the challenge, they will remain strong, unwavering. Fact 13: dark types carry with them a certain mystery, a calm intensity that lurks just beneath the surface. Pokemon like Umbreon evoke a feeling of quiet vigilance, their eyes shining in the moonlight, like stars in the night sky. Dark types represent the hidden side of things, the parts of the world that are often unseen yet essential. They remind us that even in the darkness, there is beauty, calm, serene, and full of potential. Their quiet strength is found in their ability to navigate the shadows with grace and ease. Fact 14: the dragon type is a creature of myth and legend, a symbol of ancient power and wisdom. Pokemon like Dragonite carry an aura of calm majesty, their presence commanding respect. Dragons are often seen as protectors, their powers vast and mysterious, yet grounded in the wisdom of ages. Their majestic wings can stir the air, but their flight is steady and purposeful. Dragon types remind us of the quiet dignity that comes with age and experience, guiding us to find our own inner strength and wisdom as we navigate life's journey. Fact 15: fairy types bring an ethereal, magical calm to the world. Pokemon like Togepi shine with a soft, glowing light, their innocence and purity spreading joy and peace wherever they go. Fairy types are gentle, their powers subtle but profound. They remind us of the small wonders of the world, the twinkle of a star, the delicate flutter of wings in the breeze. Their magic is quiet, offering comfort in its simplicity and a reminder that sometimes the most powerful forces are the ones we cannot see, only feel. Fact 16: fire and ghost types blend two contrasting elements, light and shadow, warmth and cold. Pokemon like Chandelure embody this duality, their flickering flames casting eerie yet soothing shadows. Fire, representing passion and energy, meets the ghostly chill of the unknown, creating a balance between the visible and invisible worlds. This combination evokes a sense of mystery, inviting us to explore the quiet corners of our minds, where things may not always be as they seem, but are still full of wonder and potential. Fact 17: the poison type is often misunderstood, its powers a reflection of the balance between danger and healing. Pokemon like Gloom possess the ability to both harm and heal, reminding us of the dual nature of many things in life. Poison types carry a quiet, steady strength, their abilities not necessarily destructive, but transformative. Much like the subtle power of nature, their poison can cleanse and change, offering us a moment to reflect on the delicate balance of forces that shape our world. Fact 18: flying types evoke a sense of freedom and grace, their wings cutting through the air with ease. Pokemon like Pidgey remind us of the calm flow of the wind, the quiet whispers of the breeze as it moves across open skies. Flying types represent the beauty of movement without effort, the gentle rhythm of flight. Their presence in the world is soothing, like the sound of wind chimes swaying in the breeze, calming our thoughts and letting them drift freely. Fact 19: the normal type is both grounded and versatile, like the steady pulse of life itself. Pokemon like Eevee carry with them the quiet assurance of simplicity, their powers adaptable to many situations. Normal types may not possess the overwhelming power of other types, but their strength lies in their ability to adjust and adapt to the world around them. Like a steady breath, they remind us that calm, consistency can often be the most powerful force of all, quietly guiding us through the ever changing currents of life. Fact 20: electric and water types combine the forces of nature in a harmonious balance. Pokemon like Lantern embody the peaceful coexistence of these two elements, their electricity dancing through the water like a serene current. The gentle flow of water, combined with the spark of electricity, creates a calming, rhythmic sensation, like the peaceful movement of waves under a starlit sky. These Pokemon remind us of the interconnectedness of all things, and how even contrasting forces can find harmony when they move together in a steady, peaceful rhythm. Fact 21. The bug and flying types represent a unique harmony between nature's tiny creatures and the air they traverse. Pokemon like Butterfree glide through the skies with an effortless grace, their delicate wings fluttering softly in the breeze. Bug and flying types remind us of the fragile beauty of life's fleeting moments, as if a soft wind could carry us to places unknown. Their presence brings a sense of serenity as we imagine their quiet flight over fields and forests, the hum of the world beneath them. Fact 22. Fire and electric types bring a surge of energy that fills the air with crackling warmth. Pokemon like Magmar embody this powerful fusion of fire and electricity, their sparks dancing in the air like tiny fireworks. These Pokemon are filled with energy, yet their power also carries a soothing undertone, like the gentle hum of a heater warming a room on a cold night. Fire and electric types remind us of the quiet force that energy holds, capable of both lighting up the dark and providing comfort in stillness. Facta 23. The water and ice types carry with them a sense of cool elegance, a beauty found in the quiet flow of water and the frozen stillness of ice. Pokemon like Lapras glide gracefully over frozen waters, their movements smooth and peaceful. The icy calm they bring offers a sense of calm, like the serene silence of snow falling gently in the night. Water and ice types evoke the stillness of winter, reminding us of the quiet beauty found in the colder, quieter seasons of life. Fact 24. Psychic and fairy types combine an ethereal grace with a quiet, profound understanding of the world. Pokemon like Gardevoir possess both the mental prowess of psychic abilities and the magical aura of fairy powers. Together, these types represent the gentle, soothing force of wisdom and intuition, as well as the magical beauty of the unknown. They remind us that even in the quietest corners of our minds, there is a world of potential where thoughts and dreams intertwine in soft, luminous harmony. Fact 25. The ground and fire types blend the deep, solid strength of the earth with the intense, passionate heat of fire. Pokemon like Camerupt combine both elements, creating a fusion of power that feels both stable and fiery. These Pokemon remind us of the balance between warmth and stability, like the heat of a hearth on a cold night. The presence of ground and fire types evokes a sense of security, knowing that even the most intense forces can find a calm, steady place when harmonized with the earth. Fact 26. Steel and fairy types possess an unexpected yet delicate balance between strength and magic. Pokemon like Mawile embody this combination, their steel strength tempered by a touch of fairy-like charm. The hard, unyielding nature of steel is softened by the whimsical grace of fairy, creating a comforting sense of protection and wonder. Together, these types remind us that strength doesn't have to be harsh, and that softness can exist within even the toughest exteriors, creating a peaceful union of contrasts. Fact 27. The electric and ground types carry with them a sense of harmony between opposites. Pokemon like Electivire embody the tension between the electric energy they possess and the grounding force of the earth beneath them. These Pokemon move with a quiet assurance, reminding us that even opposites can find balance. The electric and ground types bring a calmness that comes from knowing both the power of energy and the stability of the earth can coexist, creating a steady rhythm in the world around us. Fact 28. Water and dragon types are creatures of both mystery and majesty. Pokemon like Kingdra glide through the water with the fluidity of the ocean, their presence regal and graceful. These types represent both the vastness of the sea and the ancient power of dragons. Their powers invoke a sense of awe and wonder, like the calm before a great storm. Water and dragon types invite us to reflect on the mysteries of the deep, reminding us of the quiet strength that lies beneath the surface. Fact 29. The bug and poison types are creatures that embody the quiet, yet potent forces of nature. Pokemon like Beedrill possess the ability to both protect and harm, their poison a powerful tool in the natural world. These types remind us of the subtle dangers that can exist in the beauty of nature, yet also teach us that there is a purpose to every force. Bug and poison types invite us to find peace in understanding the delicate balance between harm and healing, chaos and calm. Fact 30. The fire and dragon types evoke an image of primal power and ancient mystery. Pokemon like Charizard breathe fire that is as powerful as it is beautiful, their dragon like presence commanding respect. These types carry with them a sense of awe, the quiet understanding that fire and dragon's power both create and destroy. They remind us of the quiet strength found in ancient legends, of creatures whose power burns brightly, yet whose presence is steady and calm, like the steady crackle of embers on a still night. Fact 31. The fairy and dragon types blend magic and mysticism, bringing a soft sense of wonder. Pokemon like Mega Altaria embody this fusion, their graceful form enhanced by a gentle, enchanting aura. The presence of both fairy and dragon types brings a sense of majesty and magic, like the quiet, shimmering glow of stars in a midnight sky. These Pokemon remind us that true strength doesn't always have to be fierce. Sometimes it is the softest magic that is the most powerful, quietly guiding us toward dreams and hopes. Fact 32. The electric and bug types carry with them a buzzing energy, a sense of movement and life that fills the air. Pokemon like Vikavolt hum with a quiet intensity, their electric sparks dancing through the night like tiny fireflies. These Pokemon remind us of the small, often unnoticed forces that create a quiet hum of life around us. The electric and bug types invite us to find peace in the steady buzz of existence, where even the smallest spark of energy can bring about gentle change in the world. Fact 33. The water and poison types represent a fluid balance between cleansing and corrupting forces. Pokemon like Tentacool move effortlessly through the water, their tentacles trailing behind them like the quiet flow of a river. These Pokemon bring a sense of calm, but also a reminder of the hidden dangers that can exist beneath the surface. Water and poison types ask us to reflect on the delicate balance between purity and corruption, teaching us that even the gentlest waters can harbor deep mysteries, inviting us to tread softly. Fact 34. Ghost and dark types evoke a sense of mystery and quiet unease, yet they also possess a strange beauty. Pokemon like Gengar glide through the shadows, their eyes glowing in the dark, waiting for their next playful trick. These Pokemon remind us that the unknown can hold its own peace, a kind of stillness that exists in the quiet depths of the night. The ghost and dark types invite us to find comfort in the shadows, where the world is quieter and the mind can wander freely, unburdened by the noise of the day. Fact 35. The grass and psychic types carry with them an air of wisdom and natural connection. Pokemon like Executor are both grounded and thoughtful, their powers rooted in the earth while reaching for higher knowledge. These types remind us of the peaceful balance between mind and nature, where the quiet flow of thoughts intertwines with the calm of the earth. Grass and psychic types encourage reflection, helping us understand the deep connection between all things thought, nature, and the rhythm of the universe. Fact 36. The fire and ghost types blend the intense heat of flames with the eerie presence of spirits. Pokemon like Chandelure emit both warmth and mystery, their flickering flames casting a soft, haunting glow. These types embody the beauty of contrasts, the way fire can light the dark, and how the unseen can bring light to the world. Fire and ghost types remind us that there is beauty in the unknown, a quiet, subtle power that weaves together the living and the lost, guiding us through the night with warmth. Fact 37. The water and ground types represent the deep connection between the ocean and the earth. Pokemon like Swampert move with a quiet strength, both at home in the water and on the land. Their powers reflect the steady, unhurried flow of water meeting the firm, stable earth beneath. Water and ground types teach us about the peace found in balance, the calm that comes when two forces work in harmony. Their presence reminds us of the steady rhythm of life, where every step forward is guided by the quiet, grounding forces of nature. Fact 38. Ice and flying types carry the cool, graceful beauty of winter winds. Pokemon like Articuno glide through the icy skies, their presence both serene and powerful. These types remind us of the peaceful silence that comes with the cold, where the world slows down and everything is still. Ice and flying types carry the stillness of snowflakes falling from the sky, the calm of the winter air, inviting us to pause and take in the beauty of the quiet, frozen landscape that surrounds us. Fact 39. The electric and dragon types blend the power of energy and myth, creating a striking force of nature. Pokemon like Zekrom soar through the sky with power and grace, their electricity crackling in the air like a storm about to break. These types remind us of the awe-inspiring power that exists in nature, where lightning and dragons alike can bring both fear and wonder. Electric and dragon types encourage us to embrace the storm within us, to harness our own power while remembering the calm that often follows the thunder. Fact 40. The steel and poison types are a blend of strength and subtlety, where the unyielding nature of metal meets the quiet potency of poison. Pokemon like Skuntank embody this combination, their steel body capable of enduring yet their toxic abilities remaining unseen until needed. Steel and poison types remind us that not all strength is visible. Sometimes it is hidden beneath a quiet surface, waiting for the moment to reveal itself. They carry a steady assurance that strength can be both protective and subtle, like a gentle shadow that guards us through the night. Fact 41. The psychic and fire types create an intriguing balance of intellect and heat. Pokemon like Victini carry the power of both mind and flame, their psychic abilities combining with the warmth of fire. These types remind us that intellect and passion often work best together, with the mind lighting the way while the heart fuels the journey. Psychic and fire types offer a quiet strength, a calm yet fiery energy that guides us toward understanding, even as we feel the heat of determination building within. Fact 42. The dragon and flying types are creatures of legend, their wings cutting through the sky with ease. Pokemon like Salamence soar above the clouds, embodying the grace of flight and the ancient power of dragons. These types inspire awe, their majestic presence evoking the calm and boundless beauty of the sky. Dragon and flying types invite us to reflect on the freedom found in soaring high above the world, where the air is crisp and the view stretches far beyond the horizon, inviting us into a quiet, expansive peace. Fact 43. The grass and bug types represent nature's harmony, where the smallest creatures of the earth play their part in the ecosystem. Pokemon like Leavanny bring this balance to life, their gentle presence a reminder of the quiet work that goes on behind the scenes. These types inspire us to reflect on the delicate beauty of nature, where even the smallest of creatures can make a difference. Grass and bug types teach us to appreciate the subtle forces that shape our world, inviting us to find peace in life's quieter, smaller moments. Fact 44. The water and electric types bring a fluid, energetic force where the calm of water meets the spark of electricity. Pokemon like Lantern represent this fusion of elements, their steady presence in the water charged with a gentle, consistent energy. These types evoke the peaceful hum of the ocean and the rhythmic pull of the tide, where electric currents flow beneath the surface. Water and electric types remind us of the deep currents that move through our lives, both calming and energizing us as they guide us toward a quiet, steady path. Fact 45. Poison and fairy types bring an unexpected harmony, combining subtle danger with gentle magic. Pokemon like Roserade embody this balance, their poisonous abilities softened by the whimsical aura of fairy magic. These types remind us that even in the most dangerous of situations, there can be beauty. Poison and fairy types encourage us to find peace in contradictions, teaching us that strength and gentleness can coexist, like the quiet beauty of flowers that bloom in the wild, both lovely and quietly powerful. Fact 46. The ice and ghost types evoke a sense of quiet mystery, where the stillness of ice meets the ethereal, haunting presence of ghosts. Pokemon like Froslass glide through the frozen night, their presence both chilling and serene. These types represent the beauty of silence, where everything slows and becomes still. Ice and ghost types invite us to explore the peacefulness of the unseen world, where the cold and the unknown coexist, creating a calm, mysterious atmosphere that carries us deeper into the quiet of the night. Fact 47. Fighting and fairy types are a surprising yet beautiful blend of strength and grace. Pokemon like Conkeldurr embody the raw power of fighting, yet they are softened by the delicate magic of fairy. These types remind us that strength doesn't always have to be forceful. Like a graceful dance, fighting and fairy types show us that power can be expressed in quiet, thoughtful ways. They teach us that true strength lies not in overwhelming force, but in the delicate balance between strength and kindness, aggression and beauty. Fact 48. The steel and dragon types carry a commanding presence, their power rooted in both the unyielding nature of metal and the ancient majesty of dragons. Pokemon like Dialga embody this fusion, their regal presence both solid and timeless. These types remind us that true strength is both enduring and majestic, like the quiet weight of a mountain standing tall against the passage of time. Steel and dragon types encourage us to find peace in the steadiness of time, where power exists not in speed, but in quiet, measured endurance. Fact 49. Water and flying types are serene creatures that glide effortlessly through both water and air. Pokemon like Gyarados combine the power of water and flight, their majestic form moving with grace across both worlds. These types represent the flow of life, where we are carried by the currents of the water and the wind. Water and flying types remind us to find peace in the rhythm of nature, where the world is balanced between land and sky, the water flowing gently beneath us as we soar above with ease. Fact 50. The fire and steel types embody strength and resilience, where the intensity of fire meets the unyielding nature of metal. Pokemon like Scizor are a fusion of heat and durability, their presence commanding both respect and admiration. These types remind us that strength is not always loud, but can be steady and unshakable, like the quiet, enduring warmth of a forge. Fire and steel types teach us that true resilience lies in the ability to withstand the heat of the world and emerge stronger, yet still grounded in quiet assurance. Fact 51. The dragon and fairy types bring an enchanting mix of strength and magic, combining ancient power with ethereal grace. Pokemon like Mega Gardevoir embody both the majesty of dragons and the soft, magical presence of fairies. These types remind us that true power can be both beautiful and gentle. The dragon and fairy types invite us to reflect on the balance between strength and kindness, where power is not only measured by force, but by the quiet, steady magic that flows through our hearts and guides our actions with grace. Fact 52. The bug and ghost types evoke a sense of quiet mystery, where the smallest creatures and the unseen forces of the world collide. Pokemon like Shuckle reflect this duality, their presence both haunting and strangely serene. Bug and ghost types remind us of the delicate balance between what we can see and what we cannot, teaching us to appreciate the subtle forces that move in the shadows. These types invite us to find peace in the unseen, where beauty exists even in the quiet corners of the world, just waiting to be discovered. Fact 53. Fire and psychic types are powerful, fiery forces that also carry a deep mental strength. Pokemon like Alakazam possess not only the intensity of fire, but also the focus and clarity of the mind. These types remind us that power can be more than physical. Psychic abilities are often the product of mental strength, guided by a steady, quiet force. Fire and psychic types teach us to find peace in the fire of our thoughts, allowing them to burn brightly, but without overwhelming us, gently guiding us to clarity and understanding. Fact 54. The ground and psychic types combine the stability of the earth with the power of the mind. Pokemon like Claydol are grounded in their connection to the land, yet possess psychic abilities that reach beyond the physical world. These types remind us of the peace that comes from having a strong foundation while being open to the vastness of the mind. Ground and psychic types encourage us to find balance, grounding our thoughts in reality while allowing our imagination to soar freely, peacefully blending the solid with the abstract. Fact 55. Water and steel types possess both fluidity and strength, combining the adaptability of water with the durability of metal. Pokemon like Empoleon embody this fusion, gracefully moving through the water with the unyielding strength of steel. These types remind us of the quiet power of adaptability, how we can remain strong and resilient in the face of change, bending like water when needed, but standing firm like steel when necessary. Water and steel types offer a soothing presence, reminding us that strength doesn't need to be rigid, but can flow with purpose and grace. Fact 56. The ghost and fairy types carries a quiet, enchanting mystery, their presence both haunting and comforting. Pokemon like Mimikyu embody this fusion, with a gentle yet unsettling charm that invites both curiosity and peace. These types remind us that even in the presence of the unknown, there is beauty to be found. Ghost and fairy types encourage us to embrace the strange and the magical, to see the softness in the things that seem dark, and to find comfort in their quiet, enigmatic nature. Fact 57. Bug and fire types represent a quiet strength that lies in resilience and transformation. Pokemon like Volcarona carry the intensity of fire while embracing the delicate beauty of nature's insects. These types remind us that even the smallest beings can hold powerful forces within them. Bug and fire types teach us that change, while sometimes difficult, can bring forth new strength and growth. Like the flames that bring light to the night, they remind us that transformation is both a necessary and beautiful part of life. Fact 58. The electric and dragon types combine dynamic energy with the ancient majesty of dragons. Pokemon like Zekrom embody this balance, their electricity crackling with power, while their dragon like presence exudes calm authority. These types remind us that strength and wisdom can coexist, that the energy of the storm can be tempered with the patience of the mountain. Electric and dragon types invite us to reflect on the quiet power that comes from understanding and harnessing the forces of nature, finding balance in the energy that surrounds us. Fact 59. Poison and steel types combine toxicity with resilience, creating a powerful and enduring force. Pokemon like Steelix represent this union, their steel body impenetrable, yet capable of emitting a subtle, poisonous threat when necessary. These types remind us that strength can be quiet and steady, like the unspoken force of a gentle but unyielding current. Poison and steel types teach us that power is not always about being loud or forceful, but about having the endurance to stand firm, letting strength quietly guide us through life's challenges. Fact 60. Fire and water types represent a fascinating balance of opposing elements, where heat and cold meet in harmony. Pokemon like Volcanion embody this fusion, their power born of both fire and water, creating a unique force of nature. These types remind us that even opposing forces can come together to create something new and powerful. Fire and water types invite us to reflect on the balance between passions and calm, between intensity and stillness, showing us that true power lies in finding harmony between contrasting forces. Fact 61. The psychic and ground types blend mental strength with the stability of the earth. Pokemon like Claydol are not only grounded in their connection to the land, but possess psychic abilities that extend beyond the physical world. These types remind us that peace comes from having a firm foundation while expanding our minds to explore new possibilities. Psychic and ground types encourage us to find balance in our thoughts, keeping our feet firmly planted on the earth while letting our imagination wander freely, grounded in calm understanding. Fact 62. Bug and fighting types represent the quiet power of perseverance and growth. Pokemon like Heracross embody both the resilience of nature and the determination of a fighter. These types remind us that even the smallest and most delicate creatures can possess incredible strength. Bug and fighting types teach us that true power doesn't always come from size or strength, but from the quiet, steady determination to keep moving forward, no matter the odds, embracing both the softness of nature and the strength of the human spirit. Fact 63: Ice and electric types create a fusion of coolness and energy. Pokemon like Rotom Frost combine the chilly calm of ice with the electric charge of lightning. These types remind us of the balance between stillness and energy, how sometimes the most powerful forces are those that seem at odds. Ice and electric types invite us to reflect on the harmony between opposing elements, where cold can coexist with energy, offering both peace and excitement in a single unspoken rhythm. Fact 64: Water and dragon types are creatures of mystery and majesty. Pokemon like Kingdra glide through the water with both grace and power, representing both the endless depths of the sea and the ancient strength of dragons. These types remind us of the quiet wisdom that comes with age and experience. Water and dragon types encourage us to explore the vastness of our own potential, reminding us that true power lies not in force, but in the steady flow of time and the graceful mastery of our abilities. Fact 65: The electric and ground types represent a balance between energy and stability. Pokemon like Electivire possess both the crackling energy of electricity and the grounding power of the earth. These types remind us that even the most energetic forces need balance in order to thrive. Electric and ground types teach us that true power comes from harmony, finding peace between extremes, where the restless energy of the mind is calmed by the steady grounding of our thoughts and actions. Fact 66: Fairy and ice types combine the magical lightness of fairies with the quiet, cold beauty of ice. Pokemon like Frostlass glide through the cold night with grace, their presence both serene and mysterious. These types remind us that beauty can be found in stillness and silence, where the world slows down and we find peace in the quietest moments. Fairy and ice types teach us to embrace the softness of winter, where the cold can be both calm and magical, inviting us to find stillness in the midst of life's quietest moments. Fact 67: The fighting and poison types bring together raw strength and hidden danger. Pokemon like Toxicroak combine the brutal force of a fighter with the subtle, silent threat of poison. These types remind us that even in moments of strength, there is power in restraint, in knowing when to hold back and when to act. Fighting and poison types teach us that strength is not only in direct power, but also in the quiet strategies that lie beneath the surface, moving us toward victory with subtlety and purpose. Fact 68: Steel and fire types combine the hardness of metal with the warmth of flame, creating a presence that is both unyielding and transformative. Pokemon like Magcargo embody this duality, their body forged from molten rock and steel. These types remind us of the quiet strength that lies in enduring heat, finding peace amidst intense power. Steel and fire types encourage us to reflect on the balance between resilience and transformation, teaching us that true strength is found not in avoiding change, but in embracing the fire that shapes us. Fact 69: Water and fighting types represent the quiet strength of both the sea and the warrior. Pokemon like Poliwrath embody this combination, using the fluidity of water alongside the intensity of fighting prowess. These types remind us that sometimes power is not about size or force, but about fluid movement and steady determination. Water and fighting types teach us to find peace in the flow of life, using our adaptability and inner strength to navigate challenges with grace, making every move with purpose and resolve. Fact 70. The dragon and steel types are a fusion of timeless power and unyielding strength. Pokemon like Dialga possess the power of a dragon, tempered by the unbreakable durability of steel. These types remind us that true strength doesn't come from force alone, but from the ability to endure. Dragon and steel types teach us the value of resilience, of standing firm in the face of challenges, knowing that even in the most difficult moments, there is quiet strength to be found in the unshakable foundation we build. Fact 71. Ghost and psychic types blend the mystery of the unseen with the clarity of the mind. Pokemon like Miss Magus evoke a sense of quiet mystery, their psychic abilities enhancing their ghostly presence. These types remind us of the power that lies in the invisible, the thoughts and emotions that guide us without us fully understanding them. Ghost and psychic types teach us that understanding doesn't always come from what we see, but from what we feel and perceive deeply within our minds, offering us quiet wisdom in the form of unseen forces. Fact 72. Fire and ice types carry a beautiful contradiction where warmth and cold coexist. Pokemon like Cryogonal combine the brilliance of ice with the fierce power of fire, bringing together two seemingly opposing forces. These types remind us of the delicate balance between extremes, showing us that even the most contrasting elements can create something powerful when they work in harmony. Fire and ice. Types teach us that life is full of contradictions, and it is in these contrasts that we often find the most profound beauty and strength. Fact 73. The bug and dark types represent the quiet force of shadows and hidden strength. Pokemon like Shiftry blend the elusive nature of darkness with the industriousness of the bug world. These types remind us of the quiet power that lies beneath the surface, waiting to be discovered. Bug and dark types invite us to reflect on the strength found in the shadows, where the world slows down and we can find peace in the quiet spaces that are often overlooked, but where true power resides. Fact 74. The water and ghost types blend the fluidity of water with the haunting presence of spirits. Pokemon like Gastrodon embody the calm flow of water, yet carry an eerie, ghostly aura. These types remind us that even in moments of stillness, there is a sense of mystery that surrounds us. Water and ghost types encourage us to explore the depths of our own emotions, to find peace in the quiet of the unknown, where the shadows hold secrets waiting to be uncovered. Fact 75. Fairy and poison types bring a unique combination of magic and danger. Pokemon like Gloom reflect this contrast, their soft, fairy-like nature hiding a quiet toxicity. These types remind us that not all danger is obvious, and sometimes the most subtle threats are the ones we need to be most aware of. Fairy and poison types teach us to find peace in understanding the complexities of life, where beauty and danger can coexist, and where we must navigate the balance between the two with care. Fact 76. The fire and ghost types are creatures that combine intensity with mystery. Pokemon like Chandelure bring warmth and light to the darkness, their flames flickering with an eerie, ghostly presence. These types remind us that even in the shadows, there is a light that guides us forward, like the quiet flame of a candle in a dark room. Fire and ghost types teach us that light and darkness are not opposites, but partners, each giving context to the other, offering peace about even in the quietest, most uncertain moments. Fact 77. Ground and fairy types represent a connection to the earth combined with soft, magical qualities. Pokemon like Whimsicott embody both the grounded strength of nature and the whimsical, light-hearted charm of fairies. These types remind us that strength doesn't always have to be rigid or overwhelming. Ground and fairy types teach us that magic can exist in the smallest, most natural of places, and that peace is often found in the most unexpected of combinations, where the solid meets the ethereal in a quiet, harmonious balance. Fact 78. Water and steel types bring together the flow of water and the strength of metal, creating an aura of quiet resilience. Pokemon like Empoleon glide through water with grace and purpose, their steel body providing both defense and power. These types remind us that strength is not only about force, but about adaptability, about moving through life with quiet resolve, no matter the challenges. Water and steel types teach us that true power comes from finding peace within ourselves, from adapting to our circumstances while remaining firm in our convictions. Fact 79. Fighting and electric types represent the energy and drive needed to face challenges with determination. Pokemon like Electivire bring a fierce energy to the world, combining the power of electricity with the relentless will to fight. These types remind us that strength comes not only from power, but from purpose, from the drive to move forward, even in the face of adversity. Fighting and electric types teach us to harness our own inner energy, to let it flow and guide us as we strive to overcome the challenges in our own lives. Fact 80. The dragon and ghost types are creatures of both legend and mystery, combining the power of dragons with the eerie presence of spirits. Pokemon like Drifloon embody this fusion, floating through the air with a haunting elegance. These types remind us of the power of the unknown, the beauty that can be found in the spaces between life and death. Dragon and ghost types invite us to explore the mysteries of existence, teaching us that there is strength in the unseen and that peace can often be found in the quiet depths of the unknown. And at Fact 81, the electric and poison types combine the buzz of energy with the subtle danger of toxins. Pokemon like Toxtricity carry an electric charge that resonates with a quiet intensity, while their poison abilities linger like a hidden threat. These types remind us that even in the most lively moments, there is an undercurrent of stillness, a presence that moves in the shadows. Electric and poison types teach us that energy and danger can coexist, bringing both excitement and caution as they remind us to balance the spark of life with the quiet forces of restraint. Fact 82. Fire and water types create a fascinating contrast between heat and cold. Pokemon like Volcanion embody both fire's fierce intensity and water's fluid calm. These types remind us that even opposing forces can come together in harmony, teaching us to embrace life's contradictions. Fire and water types invite us to find peace in the balance between opposing elements, understanding that warmth and coolness, light and darkness, all play their parts in the delicate rhythm of existence, where neither extreme overpowers the other, but instead complements it in quiet unity. Fact 83. Fairy and ghost types bring together the gentle magic of fairies with the eerie presence of spirits. Pokemon like Mimikyu blur the line between the living and the ethereal, their presence both enchanting and haunting. These types remind us that the unseen can be both beautiful and unsettling, that even in darkness there is light. Fairy and ghost types encourage us to embrace the unknown, to find peace in the mysteries that life presents, knowing that both beauty and fear can coexist in the quiet spaces between the seen and the unseen. Fact 84. The bug and steel types combine the delicate yet resilient nature of insects with the unyielding strength of metal. Pokemon like Fortress possess a quiet, protective power, their metal bodies shielding them from harm. These types remind us of the strength found in even the smallest creatures, the quiet endurance that comes from within. Bug and steel types teach us that resilience doesn't always come from size or force, but from the ability to adapt and protect, finding peace in our ability to remain steadfast in the face of life's challenges. Fact 85. Electric and fairy types are filled with energy and magic, where the spark of electricity meets the gentleness of fairy magic. Pokemon like Tapu Koko bring an electric joy to the world, their presence both vibrant and soothing. These types remind us that energy can be both playful and calming, and that magic can spark joy even in the most unexpected places. Electric and fairy types encourage us to find peace in the little things, to embrace the moments of happiness and lightness that brighten our lives, no matter how small. Fact 86. Dragon and fire types evoke a sense of majesty and power, with their flames burning brightly against the night sky. Pokemon like Charizard embody the fiery strength of dragons, their presence commanding respect. These types remind us that true strength comes not just from raw power, but from the ability to control that power with grace. Dragon and fire types teach us that while our passions may burn hot, it is in learning to control them that we find peace, turning fire into something beautiful and purposeful rather than destructive. Fact 87. Fighting and flying types bring together the raw power of combat with the grace of flight. Pokemon like Holucha soar through the air with the precision of a fighter, their movements both fluid and forceful. These types remind us that strength and grace can coexist, that we can face life's challenges with both determination and elegance. Fighting and flying types teach us to find peace in the balance between power and poise, moving through the world with purpose while soaring to new heights with every step we take. Fact 88. The steel and fire types bring together the hard, unyielding nature of metal with the transformative power of fire. Pokemon like Magmortar carry with them a quiet strength, their fiery presence tempered by the solid strength of steel. These types remind us that power can be both enduring and ever-changing, that we can stay firm in our resolve while allowing ourselves to evolve. Steel and fire types teach us that strength lies in our ability to adapt to life's challenges, embracing both the unyielding and the transformative aspects of who we are. Fact 89. Ice and psychic types combine the calm of ice with the depth of the mind. Pokemon like Sigilyph glide through the air with quiet grace, their psychic abilities enhancing their frozen presence. These types remind us that the mind is as vast and powerful as the coldest, most still places in the world. Ice and psychic types encourage us to find peace in stillness, allowing our thoughts to settle like snowflakes, understanding that in the calmest moments, our minds can be at their most powerful, capable of great clarity and focus. Fact 90. The dragon and water types are creatures of mystery, power, and fluidity. Pokemon like Kyogre embody both the force of dragons and the calming flow of water, moving through the oceans with strength and grace. These types remind us that power can be both gentle and overwhelming, that true strength lies in the ability to adapt to the ever changing rhythms of life. Dragon and water types teach us to find peace in life's ebbs and flows, knowing that we can face challenges with the same quiet strength and beauty found in the oceans and skies. Fact 91. The fairy and electric types bring together a sense of whimsy with a vibrant energy. Pokemon like Tapu Koko carry the spark of electricity and the magic of fairy like abilities, creating a lively yet gentle presence. These types remind us that energy doesn't always need to be overwhelming. Sometimes it can be playful and filled with wonder. Fairy and electric types teach us that the sparks in life, both literal and metaphorical, can bring joy and lightness, guiding us toward a place of peace where the energy of life flows in harmony with the magic around us. Fact 92. The dragon and psychic types blend ancient wisdom with mental strength. Pokemon like Dragonite embody both the power of dragons and the focused, intuitive abilities of psychic types. These creatures remind us that true power comes not just from physical strength, but from mental clarity and insight. Dragon and psychic types encourage us to find balance between our inner wisdom and the world around us, teaching us that the greatest strength lies in understanding ourselves and the world with both grace and focus, bringing us peace through knowledge. Fact 93. The bug and electric types combine the quiet energy of insects with the dynamic force of electricity. Pokemon like Galvantula bring a sense of movement and life, buzzing with energy and grace. These types remind us of the small but vital forces in nature, how even the tiniest beings can carry immense power. Bug and electric types teach us that quiet energy can have a lasting impact, showing us that small sparks, whether in nature or in life, can illuminate even the darkest corners, creating light where there was once only shadow. Fact 94. Steel and ice types blend the unyielding strength of metal with the cool beauty of ice. Pokemon like Steelix embody this fusion, their steel forms carved from strength and coated in ice. These types remind us of the calm and resilience that comes from enduring harsh conditions with grace. Steel and Atis types encourage us to find peace in life's coldest moments, teaching us that strength is not about avoiding difficulty, but about enduring with quiet resolve, like ice that withstands the harshest winter, still standing firm despite the chill. Fact 95. The fire and ground types bring together warmth and stability. Pokemon like Camerupt carry the power of molten lava alongside the Earth's grounded strength. These types remind us of the quiet but undeniable power that comes from being firmly rooted in the earth while allowing ourselves to be fueled by passion. Fire and ground types teach us that true strength is found in balance, that our greatest potential is achieved when we are both grounded in our beliefs and fueled by the fire that drives us forward. Fact 96. The water and psychic types combine fluidity and clarity, blending the adaptability of water with the focused power of psychic abilities. Pokemon like Starmie glide effortlessly through the water, their psychic presence enhancing their fluid grace. These types remind us that adaptability and clarity are not opposing forces, but complementary ones. Water and psychic types teach us that finding peace comes from the ability to flow with life's changes while maintaining a calm, focused mind, allowing us to navigate challenges with both grace and insight. Fact 97. Fairy and poison types merge the gentle magic of fairies with the subtle danger of poison. Pokemon like Roserade embody this blend, offering both beauty and a hidden threat. These types remind us that danger can come in unexpected forms, but beauty can be found even in the most dangerous places. Fairy and poison types teach us that the world is full of dualities, light and dark, joy and sorrow, and that finding peace comes from embracing both, understanding that beauty often exists in the places where we least expect to find it. Fact 98: Bug and dragon types create a fascinating combination of nature's persistence and mythical power. Pokemon like Megabeedrill reflect the quiet strength of bugs with the awe inspiring force of dragons. These types remind us of the small, often overlooked powers that carry with them immense potential. Bug and dragon types teach us that even the most humble creatures can possess legendary strength, and that quiet determination can bring about powerful changes, transforming the world around us in ways we might never expect. Fact 99: The ghost and ice types bring together chilling beauty and ethereal presence. Pokemon like Froslass glide through frozen landscapes, their ghostly form casting an eerie glow in the night. These types remind us of the peace that can be found in stillness, the beauty that exists even in the coldest and most haunted places. Ghost and ice types encourage us to embrace the mysteries that life holds, teaching us that even in the darkest and coldest corners, there is a quiet calm waiting to be discovered. Fact 100s: Electric and ground types combine the energy of electricity with the solid stability of the earth. Pokemon like Electivire carry the charge of electricity with a grounded strength that keeps them firm in the face of any storm. These types remind us that energy must be balanced with stability, that true power lies in our ability to remain grounded even when we are filled with energy. Electric and ground types teach us that we can harness our strength and energy without losing our sense of calm and balance, finding peace in both movement and stillness. Fact 101: Water and fighting types bring together the calm flow of water with the fierce determination of a fighter. Pokemon like Poliwrath embody this balance, using the fluidity of water alongside the focused power of a martial artist. These types remind us that strength is not only about raw force, but also about adaptability and precision. Water and fighting types teach us to find peace in the balance between gentleness and power, understanding that true strength lies in knowing when to be calm and when to rise with purpose and resolve. Fact 102: The bug and fire types represent a quiet resilience, combining the industrious nature of insects with the fierce energy of flames. Pokemon like Volcarona carry the warmth of fire while embracing the resilience and determination of the insect world. These types remind us that even the smallest beings can possess immense power capable of transforming the world around them. Bug and fire types teach us that life's challenges, though often small, can be overcome with patience and perseverance, just like a flame that slowly grows into something powerful and beautiful. Fact 103: Psychic and steel types bring together the mind's clarity with the strength of metal. Pokemon like Bronzong embody both the mental prowess of psychic abilities and the physical resilience of steel. These types remind us that true strength lies not only in physical force, but also in mental fortitude. Psychic and steel types teach us that peace comes from a steady mind and an unyielding spirit, like a shield that is both calm and invincible, offering protection and stability in a world that often feels uncertain and ever changing. Fact 104: The dragon and fairy types blend the ancient power of dragons with the soft, magical qualities of fairies. Pokemon like Mega Gardevoir carry both strength and charm, their dragon like presence softened by the ethereal, magical aura of fairies. These types remind us that power can be both mighty and gentle, that even the fiercest forces can hold an inner grace. Dragon and fairy types teach us that strength does not have to be overwhelming. It can be quietly powerful, inviting us to find beauty in the balance between strength and kindness. Fact Spino 5: Ghost and fairy types bring a soft, mysterious energy that is both haunting and enchanting. Pokemon like Mimikyu reflect this duality, their ghostly presence softened by the whimsy of fairy like magic. These types remind us that even in darkness, there is beauty, and even in the unknown, there is comfort. Ghost and fairy types teach us to embrace the strange and the magical, to find peace in the unknown, and to understand that sometimes the most enchanting forces are those that seem the most elusive, quietly weaving their influence in the shadows. Fact 106: The water and steel types embody resilience and fluidity, where the steady flow of water meets the unyielding strength of metal. Pokemon like Empoleon glide through the water with grace, while their steel bodies offer protection. These types remind us that we can adapt and remain strong in the face of adversity, using both our inner strength and our ability to move with life's currents. Water and steel types teach us that true peace lies in our ability to be both resilient and flexible, embracing life's challenges with the quiet strength of both water and steel. Fact Spino 7: Bug and ghost types are creatures of subtle mystery, combining the delicate beauty of insects with the haunting ethereal presence of spirits. Pokemon like Shuckle reflect this fusion, their quiet power and unsettling charm inviting us to explore the unseen. These types remind us that beauty often hides in the most unexpected places, and that even the smallest of creatures can carry with them immense power. Bug and ghost types teach us that there is strength in embracing the unknown, that the things we cannot see often hold the greatest mysteries and beauty. Fact 108: The fire and psychic types represent the dynamic interplay of intellect and passion. Pokemon like Alakazam embody this fusion, using their psychic powers alongside the fiery intensity of fire. These types remind us that great power comes from a clear mind and a passionate heart. Fire and psychic types teach us that peace comes from focusing our energy and emotions, finding balance between mind and spirit, and using both intellect and passion to guide us toward our goals with clarity and purpose. Fact 109: Fairy and ghost types carry an air of mystery and magic, their presence both whimsical and haunting. Pokemon like Mimikyu reflect this blend, their playful appearance hiding a deeper, more mysterious nature. These types remind us that magic exists in both the light and the dark, that beauty and mystery can coexist. Fairy and ghost types teach us to embrace the contradictions of life, to find peace in the spaces between joy and sorrow, light and shadow, understanding that both can be powerful and full of potential. Fact 110: The dragon and steel types represent timeless strength and resilience, combining the ancient power of dragons with the unbreakable force of metal. Pokemon like Dialga carry with them the weight of time itself, their power rooted in both the past and the future. These types remind us that true strength lies not in force alone, but in the ability to endure. Dragon and steel types teach us that the key to peace lies in our ability to stand firm, like steel, while also being able to evolve, like a dragon soaring through time. and space. Fact 111. The ghost and steel types combine mystery with unyielding strength, creating a presence that is both ethereal and protective. Pokemon like Aegislash embody this fusion, their ghostly abilities intertwined with the durability of steel. These types remind us that true strength is not always visible. It can be quiet, subtle, and impenetrable. Ghost and Steel types teach us to find peace in the balance between the unseen and the unbreakable, embracing both the mystery of life's uncertainties and the solid foundation of our own strength, knowing that both can coexist harmoniously. Fact 112. Fairy and electric types bring together lightness and energy, where the magic of fairies combines with the sparking intensity of electricity. Pokemon like Tapu Koko carry an electric charge that resonates with playful magic, creating an enchanting yet powerful force. These types remind us that joy and energy can fill the spaces around us, lifting us up with their quiet, shimmering presence. Fairy and electric types teach us that strength and can be gentle, that the spark of life can be both energizing and soothing, bringing light even to the darkest corners of the world. Fact 113. Water and psychic types blend the adaptability of water with the insight of the mind. Pokemon like Starmie embody this balance, flowing gracefully through water while using psychic powers to navigate the world. These types remind us that peace comes from understanding the fluid nature of life and the power of our own minds to shape it. Water and psychic types encourage us to embrace change with clarity and grace, knowing that both the heart and the mind are needed to flow through life with ease, moving forward with purpose and wisdom. Fact 114. Poison and fairy types combine hidden danger with soft magic, creating a delicate balance between toxicity and beauty. Pokemon like Gloom reflect this blend, their poison abilities softened by the enchanting aura of fairy magic. These types remind us that life is full of contrasts, where sweetness can hide danger and strength can exist in the most delicate forms. Poison and fairy types teach us to be mindful of the complexities of life, to see the beauty in everything while understanding the subtle forces that shape our world, finding peace in both magic and mystery. Fact 115. The fire and fighting types bring a passionate intensity to the world, where flames meet the determination of a fighter. Pokemon like Blaziken embody both strength and fiery spirit, their movements full of purpose and grace. These types remind us that true power comes from combining heart and strength, that fire is not only destructive, but transformative. Those fire and fighting types teach us that peace comes from harnessing our inner fire, using it to propel us forward, while understanding the quiet power of determination and the calm that can exist in the heat of the moment. Fact 116. Ghost and electric types are creatures of both energy and mystery, their presence both vibrant and haunting. Pokemon like Rotom bring an electric buzz to the air, while their ghostly abilities add an eerie charm. These types remind us that there is beauty in the unknown, and that even in the dark corners of our minds, there is energy waiting to be unleashed. Ghost and electric types teach us that power is not always physical. Sometimes it's found in the unseen forces that move through our world, guiding us toward a place of quiet understanding. Fact 117. The dragon and ice types combine the ancient, mythical strength of dragons with the serene beauty of ice. Pokemon like Kyurem possess both the ability to create and to freeze, embodying the balance between power and stillness. These types remind us that strength can be both fierce and peaceful, like the stillness of ice amidst a storm. Dragon and ice types teach us to find peace in the balance between fire and cold, knowing that even the most powerful forces can coexist in harmony, creating a steady rhythm that guides us through life. Fact 118: the fairy and poison types create a unique combination of magic and danger, where beauty hides a subtle threat. Pokemon like Gloom combine both the enchanting presence of fairies and the hidden toxicity of poison. These types remind us that not all beauty is harmless, and that even in the most delicate forms, power can be found. Fairy and poison types teach us to be mindful of what lies beneath the surface, to understand that life's most enchanting aspects often carry both sweetness and danger, and to approach them with balance and respect. Fact 119: Steel and dragon types carry a majestic power, combining the unyielding strength of steel with the ancient majesty of dragons. Pokemon like Dialga embody this fusion, their presence both regal and solid. These types remind us that true strength is not only physical, but is built over time, shaped by experience and resilience. Steel and dragon types teach us that peace comes from a steady, unshakable foundation, where we learn to embrace our own inner strength, knowing that it is both timeless and enduring, ready to face whatever challenges come our way. Fact 920: Water and ghost types combine fluid movement with an ethereal presence, creating a sense of calm mystery. Pokemon like Gastrodon reflect the ability to glide effortlessly through water while carrying an eerie aura. These types remind us that even in the quietest moments, there is power to be found. Water and ghost types teach us that life's mysteries are often hidden in the most serene and flowing places, that peace can come from embracing both the known and the unknown, letting both guide us gently through the rhythms of life. Fact 121: The bug and dragon types are a unique combination of nature's quiet persistence and mythical strength. Pokemon like Mega Beedrill reflect the powerful transformation that small creatures can undergo. These types remind us that strength doesn't always come from size or force, but from inner growth and determination. Bug and dragon types teach us that even the smallest of beings can achieve greatness, transforming into something legendary through patience and perseverance, much like the quiet power of nature unfolding before our eyes. Fact 122: The fire and psychic types bring together passion and intellect, combining the fierce power of fire with the focused abilities of the mind. Pokemon like Alakazam reflect this dynamic fusion, using their psychic powers alongside their fiery intensity. These types remind us that our inner fire can be harnessed by clarity of thought, where our passions are guided by wisdom. Fire and psychic types teach us that peace comes from using our energy wisely, letting our passions and intellect work together to create a purposeful and peaceful path forward. Fact 123: Ice and ghost types evoke a quiet and eerie beauty, blending the cold serenity of ice with the mysterious presence of spirits. Pokemon like Froslass embody both the chill of winter and the haunting allure of the unseen. These types remind us that beauty can be found in the most unexpected places, in the quiet silence of the night or the stillness of a frozen landscape. Ice and ghost types teach us that peace often comes from embracing the unknown, finding strength in what we cannot see but can feel deeply within. Fact 124: The steel and ice types represent a fusion of strength and serenity, combining the unyielding nature of metal with the calm beauty of ice. Pokemon like Steelix reflect the endurance that comes from both physical and emotional resilience. These types remind us that true strength lies in our ability to remain steady and calm, even in the harshest conditions. Steel and Ice types teach us that peace comes from being unshakable, finding comfort and resolve in the quiet moments when we stand firm, no matter the chill around us. Fact 125: Poison and Steel types combine subtle danger with unyielding resilience, creating a presence that is both mysterious and protective. Pokemon like Skuntank carry the ability to create toxic environments, yet their steel strength ensures they remain unscathed. These types remind us that even in the most difficult moments, we can find quiet strength, standing firm and resilient. Poison and Steel types teach us that power is not always loud. It is often found in quiet, steadfast endurance, teaching us to adapt and protect while moving gracefully through life's challenges. Fact 126: The Fire and Water types blend two opposing elements, combining the intensity of fire with the calm flow of water. Pokemon like Volcanion embody this fusion, representing both the unpredictable power of fire and the steady flow of water. These types remind us that even in the most contrasting forces, there is balance. Fire and Water types teach us to embrace the balance between our passions and our calm, to find peace by learning to flow with life's changes, allowing our inner strength to be both transformative and soothing. Fact 127: Dragon and Psychic types combine ancient wisdom with mental clarity, creating a powerful yet focused presence. Pokemon like Dragonite blend the wisdom of dragons with the psychic power of the mind, making them both majestic and insightful. These types remind us that true power lies in balance, strength without confusion, clarity without weakness. Dragon and Psychic types teach us that peace comes from understanding the power of our thoughts, using our inner wisdom and strength to guide us with calm purpose and determination through life's complexities. Fact 128: Fairy and Electric types bring together magic and energy, combining the soft enchantment of fairies with the dynamic force of electricity. Pokemon like Tapu Koko radiate both energy and light, their electric power infused with an aura of magic. These types remind us that joy and energy can coexist, that even the smallest spark can light up the world around us. Fairy and Electric types teach us to find peace in the moments of quiet magic that brighten our lives, lifting us up with their gentle energy and magical presence. Fact 129: The Bug and Ghost types evoke a sense of quiet mystery, where the tiniest of creatures hide the greatest power. Pokemon like Shuckle reflect the resilience of insects while possessing an eerie, ghostly aura. These types remind us that strength often comes from the most unexpected places, and that power can be quiet, subtle, and unseen. Bug and Ghost types teach us to find peace in the unknown, to accept that even the smallest presence can carry immense force and influence, gently guiding us toward a deeper understanding of life's mysteries. Fact 130: Water and Fairy types combine the calm flow of water with the magical charm of fairies, creating a peaceful, enchanting presence. Pokemon like Azumarill reflect this fusion, moving gracefully through water while radiating a gentle, fairy-like magic. These types remind us that life can flow smoothly, like water, while still holding the magic of possibility. Water and Fairy types teach us to find peace in the gentleness of life's rhythms, where the flow of our emotions can be guided by the quiet, enchanting magic that surrounds us, offering comfort and joy. Fact 131. The fire and psychic types are a blend of raw energy and mental clarity, creating a presence that is both intense and focused. Pokemon like Alakazam use psychic abilities to harness their fiery power, reminding us that energy must be guided by purpose. These types encourage us to direct our passions with a clear mind, using both our heart and intellect to move forward. Fire and psychic types teach us that true strength comes from balance, where our drive and intellect can work together, creating a focused energy that burns brightly but calmly. Fact 132. Dragon and ice types embody a majestic yet chilling fusion of ancient power and frozen beauty. Pokemon like Kyurem combine the vast strength of dragons with the serenity of ice, their presence both awe-inspiring and calming. These types remind us that strength and stillness can exist together, that power doesn't have to be loud to be felt. Dragon and ice types teach us that peace comes from embracing contrasts, that life's greatest forces are often those that seem oppositional, but in truth create balance and harmony when allowed to coexist. Fact 133. The steel and electric types create an unyielding force of nature, blending the solid strength of metal with the lively energy of electricity. Pokemon like Magnezone carry the ability to withstand great forces while generating power. These types remind us that true strength lies in both resilience and energy, that we can stand firm in our beliefs while still being open to the flow of life's energies. Steel and electric types teach us to find peace in our own stability, harnessing our inner energy and using it with purpose, knowing we are capable of great things. Fact 134. The fairy and ground types represent a gentle blend of magic and nature's stability. Pokemon like Whimsicott carry a fairy-like charm while remaining deeply grounded in the earth. These types remind us that magic and nature don't have to be separate. They can coexist harmoniously, creating a world full of enchantment and quiet strength. Fairy and ground types teach us that true power lies in being connected to both the earth and the spirit, finding peace in the union of strength and grace, grounding us while allowing us to reach for the stars. Fact 135. Ghost and electric types bring together the eerie calm of spirits with the dynamic energy of electricity. Pokemon like Rotom possess both an ethereal, ghostly presence and the powerful charge of electricity, creating a lively yet haunting aura. These types remind us that energy doesn't always have to be physical. Sometimes it's the unseen forces that move us. Ghost and electric types teach us to embrace the unseen, to find peace in the presence of mystery and quiet power, understanding that some forces are felt more deeply than seen. Fact 136. Ice and fairy types combine the serene chill of ice with the magical charm of fairies, creating a peaceful and enchanting presence. Pokemon like Froslass move gracefully through the frozen world, their fairy-like nature softening the cold. These types remind us that beauty can be found in the coldest of moments, where stillness and magic coexist. Ice and fairy types teach us to embrace life's quieter moments, where peace can be found in the stillness, allowing the world to slow down around us, bringing calm even in the coldest times. Fact 137. The fire and ground types combine the warmth of fire with the solid strength of the earth, creating a powerful yet grounded force. Pokemon like Camerupt reflect this balance, their volcanic power tempered by the stability of the land. These types remind us that true strength lies in our ability to remain firm and resilient, like the earth beneath our feet, while still embracing our passions, like the fire that burns within us. Fire and ground types teach us that peace comes from embracing both power and stability, knowing when to stand firm and when to move forward with purpose. Fact 138. Fighting and ghost types blend the raw intensity of combat with the elusive, haunting presence of spirits. Pokemon like Gengar bring a mix of strength and mystery, reminding us that even in battle, there is a quiet, unseen force at work. These types encourage us to embrace both the physical and the spiritual, understanding that true strength comes from both the body and the mind. Fighting and ghost types teach us to find peace in the strength of our spirit, knowing that sometimes the most powerful forces are those we cannot see, but only feel. Fact 139. The bug and electric types combine the delicate presence of insects with the dynamic energy of electricity. Pokemon like Galvantula reflect this fusion, buzzing with life and energy. These types remind us that even the smallest creatures can carry immense power, just like the tiny spark of electricity that can light up the darkest night. Bug and electric types teach us that power doesn't always have to come from size or force. Sometimes it's the small, steady movements that create the most profound changes, lighting up the world with their quiet energy. Fact 140. Dragon and psychic types bring together ancient power and mental clarity, creating a presence that is both majestic and thoughtful. Pokemon like Dragonite blend the primal force of dragons with the sharp focus of psychic abilities. These types remind us that true strength comes from both the heart and the mind, that power is most effective when it is guided by wisdom. Dragon and psychic types teach us to find peace in the balance between strength and thought, knowing that our greatest abilities are enhanced when we use both intellect and intuition in harmony. Fact 141. Fire and water types bring a fascinating balance between two powerful forces, the intense heat of fire and the calming flow of water. Pokemon like Volcanion embody this duality, combining the unpredictable energy of fire with the tranquil adaptability of water. These types remind us that strength comes not from one extreme, but from the harmony between contrasting forces. Fire and water types teach us to find peace in life's challenges by embracing both the passion of our desires and the calming flow of patience, knowing that both are needed for balance and growth. Fact 142. Ghost and fighting types combine the quiet mystery of spirits with the raw intensity of combat. Pokemon like Gengar reflect this fusion, using their ghostly presence alongside physical power. These types remind us that strength is not always about visible force. Sometimes it's the unseen spiritual energy that guides our actions. Ghost and fighting types teach us that peace comes from understanding both our internal struggles and external battles, finding strength not only in force, but in the quiet power that lies within our spirit, guiding us to move forward with purpose. Fact 143. The fairy and steel types bring together magic and resilience, combining the soft charm of fairies with the unyielding strength of steel. Pokemon like Mawile embody this blend, using steel as their armor while exuding fairy-like magic. These types remind us that strength can come in both visible and invisible forms, where resilience and beauty coexist. Fairy and steel types teach us that peace comes from embracing both our inner and outer strength, allowing us to face challenges with both grace and determination, knowing that both qualities are necessary to navigate life's battles. Fact 144. Electric and ice types bring together the dynamic energy of electricity with the serene stillness of ice. Pokemon like Rotom Frost combine the crackling energy of electricity with the cool presence of ice, creating a peaceful yet lively force. These types remind us that even the most contrasting elements can find harmony, teaching us to embrace both the energy of life and the calmness that comes from slowing down. Electric and ice types encourage us to find peace in the balance between movement and stillness, understanding that true power lies in embracing both extremes with grace. Fact 145. The water and fairy types combine the calming flow of water with the soft magic of fairies, creating a peaceful and enchanting presence. This Pokemon like Azumarill embody this fusion, moving effortlessly through water while radiating a gentle, magical aura. These types remind us that life can flow with ease, bringing comfort and joy to all who encounter it. Water and fairy types teach us that peace comes from embracing both our emotional depth and our ability to bring light and love to the world, creating harmony between the heart and the mind. Fact 146. Steel and electric types combine the quiet strength of steel with the powerful energy of electricity, creating a force that is both steady and dynamic. Pokemon like Magnezone reflect this duality, their metallic bodies capable of enduring great forces while emitting a steady electric charge. These types remind us that resilience and energy can coexist, that we can remain strong and steadfast while still embracing the flow of life's currents. Steel and electric types teach us that peace comes from finding balance between stability and change, knowing that both are needed to thrive. Fact 147. The bug and psychic types combine the small, industrious nature of insects with the vastness of the mind's power. Pokemon like Venomith carry the quiet energy of bugs alongside the clarity of psychic abilities. These types remind us that even the smallest creatures can carry immense strength, much like the thoughts and ideas that shape our world. Bug and psychic types teach us that peace comes from embracing both our intuitive wisdom and the persistent drive to continue moving forward, understanding that even small steps can lead to profound changes when guided by insight. Fact 148. Dragon and ghost types bring together the majestic strength of dragons with the haunting presence of spirits, creating an aura of power and mystery. Pokemon like Giratina embody this combination, blending the ancient power of dragons with the ethereal presence of ghosts. These types remind us that strength can be found in the unseen, in the forces that shape our world without us even realizing it. Dragon and ghost types teach us that peace comes from embracing life's mysteries, finding strength in the quiet spaces between what is seen and what is felt deep within. Fact 149. Poison and psychic types combine the subtle danger of toxins with the clarity and insight of psychic abilities. Pokemon like Gengar possess both a poisonous presence and a keen mental power, reflecting the balance between subtle influence and sharp intellect. These types remind us that even the smallest of influences can have a profound impact, shaping the world around us with quiet precision. Poison and psychic types teach us that peace comes from understanding both the power of our thoughts and the subtle forces at play, knowing that both shape our experiences. Fact 150. The fire and steel types bring together the warmth and energy of fire with the resilience and strength of steel. Pokemon like Skyzor carry the power of fire while maintaining a strong, durable exterior. These types remind us that true strength comes not only from our inner passions, but from the ability to endure, to withstand the pressures of life while remaining true to ourselves. Fire and steel types teach us that peace comes from balancing our intense desires with the strength to stay grounded, creating a quiet resilience that guides us through life's challenges. Thank you for drifting through these 150 Pokemon facts with me tonight. May your dreams be filled with the quiet strength of the creatures we've explored together, and may the gentle rhythm of the universe bring you peace as you rest. As you settle into sleep, may your mind be calm, your heart light, and your spirit at ease. The world outside may be busy, but here in this moment, everything is still. Good night, dear friend. May you find the quiet you seek, and may your dreams be as peaceful as the stars above.